Good afternoon, my name is Kim. I am the Senior Recruitment Consultant here at G2 Healthcare Resourcing. We specialise in placing sales and marketing professionals into the medical devices industry exclusively. I myself am the Senior Consultant for the South East of England. Many of you watching this may have spoken to me before, but those that haven't spoken to me, hopefully this video will go some way to encourage you to pick up the phone and call me for a chat. The reason for this essentially is to talk to the fresh graduates out there, those people that are due to leave university over the coming few months, but also those that have potentially left university recently and are still deciding on what career path to embark upon. I'm here today to talk to you about the wonderful world of medical device sales, what it can offer high calibre graduates such as yourselves, what it involves and how you can differentiate yourself in order to get that all-important foot on the career ladder. There are so many exciting and interesting industries to secure a position in these days as a fresh graduate. So many industries that can offer you long-term career progression, financial reward and gratification. I would say one of the most rewarding and fascinating and interesting industries to secure a job in as a fresh graduate today would be the medical device industry. I'm here today to talk to you about what that medical device industry is all about, how again you can secure your foot on the ladder, but also what it can offer you in terms of reward. So what is the medical device industry about? Well, the medical device industry today actually represents a market worth in excess of $220 billion. It's a market which consistently sees change and consistently sees new innovations in terms of ways to tackle healthcare problems. Due to the ageing population increasing and the size of the population increasing, the catalyst and the demand for medical devices has never ever been greater than now. Testament to that would be the fact that the medical device industry, despite the economic decline having such a severe impact on many industries such as financial services and construction, actually continued to grow through the financial meltdown. The medical device industry continued to grow last year. Companies such as Johnson & Johnson again continued to grow at a rapid pace, which again is testament to the buoyancy of the market in general. Without doubt, one of the most exciting and rewarding areas within the healthcare arena would be the medical device sales side of things. A medical device essentially involves selling a tangible piece of equipment into a hospital and or community setting and or both. A medical device can differ greatly in terms of its complexity, its technicality, but also more importantly, more way to say would be its cost. Literally anything from a surgical glove used in surgery by a surgeon that costs 17 pence, right the way through to a high-end piece of capital equipment worth 1.5 million. We work very closely with a number of key niche robotics organisations who have products within their portfolio worth in excess of £1.5 million. Again, the medical device industry is such a broad umbrella that essentially encompasses so many different companies and products that it's a great industry to work in. Most device positions involve detailing a medical device to a senior level client, a surgeon, more often than not in a hospital or theatre setting. Essentially you are there to be a trusted advisor, to work alongside a surgeon and advise and educate him on the best way to use a product, but also to detail to him the benefits and clinical benefits of that product. Whilst you are there to generate revenue for your employer and for your business and also for yourself, you are also there to advise the surgeon on the best possible route for him to use that product and for essentially a successful outcome during surgery. There aren't many positions within anywhere in the world, I don't think, where you essentially could have a direct impact on somebody's life without actually going to the medicine itself. As a medical device salesperson, you could find yourself in a theatre setting with a patient on the table, with a surgeon actually operating on that patient, and you are working alongside the surgeon, detailing to him where to put the product, how to use that product, and exactly what the product will do in terms of benefiting that patient. It can therefore be quite a highly pressurised position to have a patient on the table whereby within millimetres if something were to go wrong, that patient could have severe effects or be severely affected by certain areas within that operation. Again, you are going to be having a direct impact on that. Medical device sales jobs are increasingly substantially within today's job market. As a result of the recent economic decline, many industries have suffered greatly in terms of the financial services industry, automotive industry certainly, but also construction. Very, very few have experienced growth. But the only one of those areas that has is the medical device industry and the healthcare industry in general. The most considerable of all areas that have experienced growth is the medical device industry. As testament to that, Johnson & Johnson last year continued to table increased growth and revenue and profit on every single division within medical devices and diagnostics. These jobs, however, aren't for the squeamish and can potentially require long-term and long hours in a theatre, standing up on your feet, not to mention many hours in the car. However, what I would say, what does come with great responsibility within this certainly comes great reward. Many medical device companies will offer a fantastic competitive package to people looking to get into this sector. Highly rewarding basics that are very competitive within other industries, but also on-target earnings, commission, bonus. Many people who are looking to get into sales do that in order to generate money for themselves and to generate commission. One thing I would say about the medical devices market is that the fact that, yes, it will offer you an industry that you can earn money, but at the same time you are essentially promoting or selling a product that can have a direct impact on somebody's life for the better. So rewards, I mean, for a young graduate or trainee fresh from university, the medical device industry can offer you guys a hell of a lot of reward. The industry is vastly different to the pharmaceutical industry, whereby within pharma one is responsible for the promotion of drugs primarily into essentially the primary care setting. We here at G2, as I say, work exclusively on the medical device side of things and thus have a long-standing relationship with the companies that operate within it. As I say, many companies these days will offer a very competitive basic salary with high on-target commissions, with many organisations affording people the opportunity to actually double or even triple their basic salaries. However, many people come into the medical device industry not just to make money. As I have said earlier, that the medical device industry represents an opportunity for somebody to come on board and effectively change or enrich somebody's life by selling them a product that will enable them to live a greater life. So as a graduate, how can you differentiate yourself from other competitors looking to get into this field? Well, perhaps many of you will know of people that already work in this sector or have links to the healthcare industry in general. For those that are fortunate to do that, what I would certainly advise would be for you to organise as many shadowing days as possible. To read a job description is one thing, but actually to go out and see how a territory salesperson manages their day, how they interact with their clients, how they interact with the clinicians, is something that essentially a job description can't detail. For a person looking to get into this sector, I think if you can organise a shadowing day, it would demonstrate to a potential employer a number of key things. One, that you have had genuine insight into the day-to-day role and what it entails. But two, that you're proactive in your approach, that you have actually gone out there and organised a shadowing day, which essentially will be an investment in your future. And as I say, because there are so many people trying to get into this sector, those that are able to do that will essentially differentiate themselves from other people. One thing I would say about the medical device industry, which probably isn't as true to many, is that it is a very stable and secure environment. As a result of that, it does mean that those people from failing industries such as finance, such as recruitment, such as automotive or construction sales, are looking to get into a more stable environment in order that they don't find themselves to be in a position that they may have recently found themselves in. So again, competition at the moment is extremely, extremely high. You're competing with not only your compatriots within university, but you're also competing with people who are coming from different industries. So again, it can be very competitive. So in order to do, or I suppose in order to put yourself in a better position, the best way to do that is by going out shadowing and to see if it's almost something that is right for you also. Again, in order to put yourself above and beyond, I suppose, other people trying to get into this sector, it would also be to do as much research as possible. Research really is the key in terms of getting into this sector. I speak to too many graduates who essentially don't know what they're talking about when it comes to the medical device industry. I understand these things come with experience, but for you as a graduate, what you need to be doing is looking on the internet, speaking to medical device companies, speaking with doctors, speaking with clinicians. Essentially, the age-old adage of it's not what you know but who you know does often come into play within this sector. However, the more that you know in terms of research that you've conducted on the internet, books, speaking with companies, again will put you in a fantastic position. As a young graduate looking to get into this sector, there are certain attributes which I believe